What's going on, world? Once again, welcome to Godwe House. New show / video. Shouts out there to all my Godwes. Thank you for clicking like, dislike, leaving a comment, sharing my video, subscribing. I really appreciate it. Thank you all. To my fans, thank you. To my future fans, thank you. And to my new fans, thank you. This video, this show, really is a state of emergency. This is talking about men, black men, white men, Asian men, Latino men, in situation with all these sexual allegations, sexual harassment. The new one that just came out with Russell Simmons and the model. It all started from Bill Cosby, and it trickled down to now Russell Simmons. And believe it or not, it's going to be more allegations, sexual misconduct in the workplace, sexual harassment, rape, all of that stuff. Now, people ask with Russell Simmons why she took so long to come forward about him doing what he did 30 years later. This happened in 1991. That's a different story. But this right here, this is for the men. This is for the up-and-coming men like me. This is for the men that's already established in their craft. What you gotta understand is this right here. I want all men, black men, white men, Asian men, Latino men, Indian men, Native Americans. If you have a high position or you're on the way up to a high position, whether you run in somebody else's company, you run in your own company, you're a celebrity, whatever you are, listen closely. When you dealing with a woman, you have to deal with a woman in the right timing, in the right space, in the right state of mind. In other words, if we here for business, this is business. As the old saying goes, never piss where you live. This is your bread and butter. And I know it's hard because it's hard for me. People starting to recognize me. I'm meeting more women all over the place, doing business, doing interviews, and things like that. And a lot of them are very attractive. And I'm like, no, I would love to date her. But this is business, and we're going to keep it business. And I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize my business because I'm trying to sleep with you or date you or whatever like that. So when I'm around women, even if I'm not doing business with them, if I'm around them, I make sure I conduct myself accordingly. I make sure that I'm looking them in their eye when I'm speaking to them. So they can't say I'm looking at their cleavage or I'm looking at their body or whatever. I make sure there are a distance between us. So they can't say I was up close on them, I was feeling on them. I conduct myself in the right place and the right timing. I mean by timing, this is not the time to do this. We are conducting business. The place, we in my studio or my office, or I'm in her studio or office or whatever like that. That's not the place to do that. If we was dating, different story. But we are not even dating. So we just gonna keep it business. That way, it will alleviate all of that sexual harassment, sexual misconduct, verbal sexual harassment, things like that. So I know as a man, you getting money, you got power, you have control, you have respect, and if you don't know how to use it or deal with it, it'll go to your head and you begin to misbehave. You begin to abuse your power. As the Bible said, much is given, much is required. The biggest thing is discipline. You have to have discipline, especially when dealing with a woman. That's a whole nother story. But you have to have discipline in dealing with them. Because at the end of the day, just like with Adam and Eve, it will fall down on you. So I need all the men to start doing that. If you up and coming, or you already established, and you dealing with a woman in the workplace, and you guys are not dating, or you dealing with a woman outside the workplace and you guys are not dating, you need to conduct yourself accordingly. Hello, how you doing? Yes, man. Whatever. Because your words can get you in trouble. You could say something and be considered a person that's sexual harassing another person with words or one word. You could look at a woman and she could say you was undressing her with your eyes. Simple stuff that will get you caught up. Real simple. You don't hear too many rape cases about them being actually raped in a violent way. It's always allegations. Always, he was looking at me. He touched me. Russell Simmons, when I was doing my research, I got to do some more. Actually stepped down from all his businesses, all his companies. And also he's writing an apology letter. And I don't know if he's guilty or not guilty. That's what the court is. What I'm saying to all men that view this video, black, white, old, or young, if you are a professional and you're running your own business, or you're about to run your own business, you need to conduct yourself the right way around a woman or women. And another thing, stop trying to sleep with every woman that comes across your path. It's just like going to a person's house and they offer you something to eat. It's okay to say no. You don't have to eat off of everybody's plate. It's okay to say no. Everything's not good for you. And it's the same thing when you're dealing with a woman. Because a lot of them too, even though society and the media want to paint them as these great women, a lot of them have sinister motives because they understand the male psyche. They understand the man. Every man don't drink, every man don't smoke, every man don't fight, every man don't just act a fool. But every man want to have sex. That's every man. Pastors, police officers, if he's a man, he has sexual urges. And women know that. So all I gotta do is give you enough rope to hang yourself. I saw you looking at me. And boom, you standing in front of the people trying to explain why you touch this woman's booty. Or why you grab her breast. It's real simple stuff. It really is common sense. It is that we have to have self-control and put the egos aside. You know, I'm not saying stop dealing with women, even though I understand where MGTOW is coming from. This is why MGTOW is getting bigger and bigger because of the situations right here. Men are getting smashed, even when he do the right thing and get married. He gets a divorce. She takes half, take the kids. He can't see the kids like he wants to. She meets a new man. This new man is around his kids more than him. Let that marinate. Let that sink in. Even when he do the right thing. Because everybody know a woman is the first to initiate a relationship, and she's usually the first to initiate the breakup. Women are known to usually initiate the marriage, start talking about marriage more, and she usually the one to initiate the divorce. I don't want to be with you no more. whatever what reason. And you gotta deal with it. And this is why MGTOW is on the up and up. So take it for what it's worth. You know, with all my videos, I never come up here and just speak for entertainment or just speak because I have nothing else better to do. I'm trying to help people. And in this situation right here with this video, I'm trying to help men understand of how to counteract that. So, take it for what it's worth. You know the usual, short, simple, and sweet. Leave your comments, subscribe, share my videos, click like, dislike. I have many more coming. Thanks again for listening. You know the usual, short, simple, and sweet. And 1, 2, peace.